Why are you like this? Whether it's the dead rat alarm clock, the barbecue puke shower curtain, dead animals in the house, or any other one of the stories that are just an indicator of me living like a complete fucking animal.
Dude, your sink
You
is
want to try
crazy. No, this is fine.
Yeah, I usually don't use that one.
Wait. Oh, no, this has been used.
Yeah, I use it pretty regularly. Yeah.
Oh, you letting that pan soak?
Yeah.
How long have I been soaking for?
Like a day.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad.
From a messy room filled with empty soda cans to the top of Twitch's streaming charts, Asmongold's rise is the kind of story you don't see every day. He's not your typical streamer. He doesn't have the flashy lifestyle, no expensive setups. He's just a guy sitting in a worn-out chair, ranting about gaming, farming Trump, drinking soda. But that's exactly what made him a legend. That's why he is the biggest news source for a lot of people, including me. It's how his unfiltered, no BS attitude turned him into a voice people couldn't ignore, whether they loved him or hated him. And as his influence grew, so did the controversies. Before we get into that, let me set the stage on who exactly is Asmongold. Zack Hoyt, better known as Asmongold, built his career by simply being himself. So how did a kid from Texas go from gaming in his bedroom to becoming one of the most talked about figures in the industry? Zack Hoyt was born in 1990 and grew up in Austin, Texas. He wasn't some rich kid with a head start, but his childhood was pretty normal. And like a lot of gamers, he spent most of it glued to a screen. In 2006, when he was 16 years old, he discovered World of Warcraft, and that was it. The game completely took over his life. He wasn't just playing for fun, he was studying it, figuring out every little trick and mechanic. Before long, he was spending every free moment grinding levels, mastering raids, and building his in-game legacy. But outside the game, life wasn't so easy. Zack went to college and earned a business degree, but he had bigger plans. Funny enough, he even considered going to law school. But that never happened though, because real life had other plans. His mother was struggling with COPD, a serious lung disease, and he decided to stay home to take care of her. To make ends meet, he worked 2 tax seasons at the IRS, but it wasn't something he loved. The truth is, he never saw himself working a regular 9-to-5 job. He wanted something bigger, but at that time, he had no idea what that was. Zack's passion for World of Warcraft never faded, and in 2009, he decided to start a YouTube channel. Back then, gaming content wasn't as big as it is today, basically because YouTube wasn't flooded with streamers, and Twitch was barely a thing. But Zack saw an opportunity. He started posting World of Warcraft guides, breaking down mechanics, and helping other players navigate the game. His videos weren't just informative, they had personality. His dry humor and casual no-nonsense delivery made him stand out. People didn't just watch for the tips, they stuck around because he was entertaining.
It's me, it's your boy Asmongold, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to power level from 60 to 70 as fast as possible. As you guys can see, I'm on my new Monk Gorgeous Tower Resistance, so me, you, and Tower Resist here. We're going to be taking a trip around Outland. Actually, we're going to end up in Northrend, and we're going to get to 60 to 70 in about 2 to 3 hours, give or take.
One of the strangest Asmongold moments was when he lost a molar on stream in 2021. He casually pulled out a tooth mid-stream, horrifying viewers and turning his dental issues into channel lore.
I got the teeth replaced, so like, you know, those muscles are in my face again. How many teeth did you lose? I have a single-digit number of actual real teeth left.
Slowly but surely, he built a following. His channel, Zack Rar, started gaining traction, and he was becoming a known figure in the World of Warcraft community. But YouTube alone wasn't enough to pay the bills, so he kept working odd jobs and taking care of his mom. It was a grind, but he didn't stop. He saw the potential in content creation, and he just needed the right moment to break through. That moment came when he discovered Twitch. In 2014, Zack made the leap to streaming, and it changed everything. YouTube lacked that real-time connection with viewers. That's when he discovered Twitch. It wasn't the massive platform it is today, but Zack saw the potential. He decided to start streaming, not as a career move, but just for fun. Twitch was raw, unfiltered, and live. It was exactly the kind of platform that suited him. He didn't have to edit videos or stick to a script when he could just be himself, talking, ranting, and playing games, while thousands of people watched. It was the perfect fit, and his audience loved it. Unlike other streamers who rely on high-energy antics or carefully planned contents, Zack's success stemmed from his sincerity. He did not try to impress anyone. He live-streamed from an untidy room, wearing the same worn-out t-shirts and eating fast food on camera. His setup wasn't spectacular, and he didn't try to be someone he was not. That's what set him apart. He was genuine.
It's just a raw mattress?
No, there's no sheet.
Like some old lady wallpaper kind of sheets.
No, I don't have any sheet. No sheets.
Bed?
You just get a
No
blanket.
frame?
Wendy's.
Why would I have a friend?
Oh, now we're fucking cooking.
Asmongold's room has been a recurring topic of discussion, described by fans as a goblin hoarder cave. His space is a cluttered nightmare of trash, empty soda cans, dirty plates, and miscellaneous debris. He has openly admitted to it, linking it to a degeneracy that escalated in his early 20s. Earlier glimpses, like a 2023 video from OTK members exploring his house, revealed a living room so packed with junk that his own father couldn't walk through it.
Bigger on camera.
Like, I mean, like, this is nuts. Because, like, just me and you in this whole cave, it fills the whole thing up. Holy fuck, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Once he even got attacked by a roach midstream.
There's a roach flying at me. Give me a minute. Where'd he go? Oh, shit. He's on my belly. Look at him. He's right there. He got, oh, God. Get him out of me. What are you doing, bro? Get out of my, go in the garbage cans.
That's not all. Mold-covered bathroom walls, a kitchen sink teeming with grime, and once a dead rat paints a picture of a space that's less a home and more a testament to neglect. This chaotic environment, often visible in the background of his streams, became a meme-worthy symbol of his indifference to conventional standards, sparking both horror and morbid curiosity online. Asmongold's overall appearance, unkempt hair, patchy beard, and often worn mismatched clothes, has earned him the homeless label, a description he's leaned into rather than shied away from.
I never brushed my teeth in high school, never really gave a fuck about it, never cared. And this caused, guess what that causes? It causes your teeth to rot out. And so a lot of my teeth had to be, you know, I had to get fillings and everything as a teenager. And my dad paid for a lot of it, which he was very, very unhappy about.
There's a video where he is admitting that he gave up on being a normal person after years of caregiving and WoW obsession.
That's better. Wow. Who the fuck drinks this shit?
Before you judge him, in an era when streamers were beginning to resemble polished influencers, Asmongold was a welcome change. As of 2019, he had officially blown up. The release of World of Warcraft Classic sent his channel into overdrive. Millions of players were jumping back into the game, and Asmongold was the guy to watch. His streams were massive, pulling in insane viewership numbers. It was one of the most anticipated releases in MMORPG history, and Zack was right at the center of it. He wasn't just another streamer playing the game, he was the streamer to watch. His World of Warcraft Classic streams pulled in massive numbers, breaking records on Twitch. Everyone wanted to see him relive the nostalgia, grinding levels for hours, reacting to classic moments, and sharing his raw, unfiltered takes on the game. At his peak, he had over 3 million followers on Twitch, and his influence stretched far beyond the World of Warcraft community. He wasn't just a World of Warcraft streamer anymore, he was a full-blown gaming personality. In fact, his fanbase proved their loyalty in December 2024 when he streamed on an alt Twitch account and pulled in a jaw-dropping $90,000. One day alone brought in $56,524. It was a clear reminder that, love him or hate him, people will always tune in, and some are willing to pay big just to see him do his thing.
There you go. We've made $90,000.
Yo.
Yep.
Zack was averaging tens of thousands of viewers per stream, but it wasn't just about the numbers. His influence on the MMORPG community was undeniable. He had become the face of World of Warcraft streaming, and even Blizzard couldn't ignore it. When Blizzard's Diablo 4 monetization didn't sit right with him, he let everyone know. He called out the company for prioritizing microtransactions over gameplay, slamming their greed on stream. His rants weren't just angry gamer talk. His criticism echoed across the industry, forcing even mainstream gaming outlets to take notice.
Blizzard is worse than you thought. Oh boy, here we go. Somebody said apparently I'm even in the video. Uh-oh.
Also with fame came recognition. In 2022 and 2023, he won Best MMORPG Streamer at the Streamy Awards, which solidified his status as one of the biggest gaming personalities on the internet.
The best MMORPG streamer of the year is Asmongold.
Hi guys, well, I guess if you're seeing this, it looks like I won. Best MMO Streamer of the Year. What a surprise.
But Zack wasn't just riding the success of World of Warcraft, he was expanding beyond it. Streaming had given him a platform, but he wanted to do more. That's when he and a group of fellow streamers decided to launch something of their own. One True King, better known as OTK.
I announced my new org, OTK, One True King, with Rich Campbell, Tips Out, S-Fand, and Mizkif.
OTK wasn't just another gaming org, it was a content powerhouse. OTK was founded in 2020 alongside Mizkif, Soda Poppin', and a few others. The Austin-based group quickly became a major player in the streaming world. Unlike traditional esports orgs, that focused on competitive gaming, OTK was all about content creation. They hosted events, collaborated on massive projects, and built a brand that went beyond just gaming. With Zack at the forefront, OTK became a dominant force on Twitch. But OTK wasn't his only business venture. In 2022, Zack teamed up with fellow creator Kwarwan Tikal to launch Starforge Systems, a PC building company. The goal was to make high-quality gaming PCs for fans. Starforge Systems was supposed to be his big move into PC gaming, but things got ugly fast. Fans accused Starforge of overpricing their PCs, comparing them to cheaper, better-built alternatives. Then Linus Tech Tips entered the picture, calling out their shipping issues. What started as a dream project quickly turned into a PR nightmare. Zack, never one to shy away from controversy, addressed it head-on, defending the pricing and explaining the business model. It was a rough start, but over time, Starforge found its footing. When it comes to his personal life, he has always been tied to his family. He's lived with his parents for years, mainly to take care of his mother, who had COPD. His father, like him, once worked for the IRS. And when it comes to relationships, his most public one was with streamer Pink Sparkles in 2018 to 2019. In 2024, rumors about him and Kaisi started swirling, but as always, he kept his personal life mostly private. Politics have become a bigger part of his content, and it hasn't gone unnoticed. He talks about Trump and Musk often, leading to accusations that he attracts an alt-right audience. Although he has denied being politically extreme, that hasn't stopped critics from labeling him that. His takes on culture, gaming, and social issues continue to fuel debates. When Trump won the election, Asmongold saw that as an opportunity for content. He's never shied away from reacting to major events, and political drama gives him endless material. Whether it's breaking down speeches, roasting political decisions, or just riding the wave of controversy, he knows exactly how to keep the internet talking. But with that kind of fame came problems. More eyes on him meant more scrutiny, and as his following grew, so did the controversies, his unfiltered takes, his habit of speaking his mind without thinking twice. It was all part of his charm, but it also got him into trouble. And as we'll see, some of those moments nearly cost him everything. Asmongold built his career on unfiltered opinions, but that same raw honesty often landed him in hot water. His first major controversy hit in 2017 when he made an offhand joke about a Hurricane Katrina survivor. After this, Twitch suspended him. It was a wake-up call, but it didn't stop him from pushing boundaries. The backlash was swift, and his apology felt more like damage control than genuine remorse. It was one of his earliest controversies, setting the stage for a career where every offhand remark could turn into a full-blown scandal. In 2021, he found himself in another firestorm when he refused to support the 8-day-off Twitch protest. The movement aimed to pressure Twitch into addressing hate raids, but Asmongold dismissed it, saying protests wouldn't change anything.
Asmongold explains why the hashtag a day of Twitch movement won't work. I don't believe in this. Like, you can't get a bunch of 20 Andes together and think that you're gonna do anything. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, who cares?
In 2022, a simple Twitch chat controversy spiraled into something bigger. Fans spammed yikes during one of his rants, and he responded by banning chatters left and right. What started as a way to control negativity became a meme, with people mocking him for not handling criticism well. The drama turned his own chat against him, at least for a while. Many smaller creators, especially marginalized streamers, felt betrayed. To him, it was just another pointless internet outrage, but to others, it exposed a deeper issue with his stance on community support. As of 2023, Asmongold was no stranger to controversy, but his take on small streamers sent the internet into a frenzy.
Do it. I don't want to do it because it will make me look like an asshole. But if somebody asked me themselves why they're not getting more viewers, then yeah, I would sure do it.
He claimed that for most people, talent wasn't enough to succeed on Twitch. If you weren't above average looking, your chances were slim. The statement was blunt, and many called it out as shallow and dismissive. Some agreed with his harsh realism, but others saw it as another example of his growing detachment from the struggles of up-and-coming creators. In 2024, he took aim at Rivers Esports Player of the Year win, calling it a diversity pick. The comment ignited a firestorm, with Reddit threads exploding into endless debates about merit versus identity in gaming. Some defended him, arguing he was just being brutally honest. Others saw it as yet another example of why his takes cross the line too often. Not only that, there's another controversy that nearly ended everything. I mean, this was the height of it. On October 14th, 2024, during a heated live stream, he made a shocking statement about Palestinians, calling them terrible people. Within hours, clips spread across social media, igniting a massive backlash.
This is a classic case of like Icarus flying too close to the sun. Nobody needs Asmongold's opinion on this.
So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have that's baked into their laws are getting I don't give a fuck. They're people.
Twitch responded swiftly, handing him a 14-day ban for hate speech. It was one of the most severe actions Twitch had ever taken against him, and the fallout was immediate. His controversies extended beyond Twitch. X also erupted with outrage. Guess what? He tried to do damage control with a half-hearted "my bad" apology, but it did little to calm the storm. A lot of people, including his fans, critics, and even longtime supporters, demanded accountability. The situation was spiraling out of control, and Zack knew he had to do something. 2 days later, on October 16th, he uploaded a 20-minute apology video. He looked exhausted, his usual confidence replaced by visible regret. But words weren't enough. In an effort to prove he was taking responsibility, Asmongold announced he was stepping down from his leadership roles at OTK and Starforge. The decision shocked his fan base.
A couple of days ago, I made some comments about Palestine and also about Hamas and...
He had built these companies from the ground up, and now he was walking away. Some believed he was being forced out, while others saw it as a necessary move to protect the brands. Either way, his empire was crumbling. After 2 weeks in exile, he returned to streaming on October 29th, 2024. He promised to change his tone, to be more careful with his words. But the internet doesn't forget. His audience had changed. Some welcomed him back, ready to move on. Others saw a different Asmongold, one who had finally faced consequences he couldn't just shrug off. Then in January 2025, another unexpected feud put him back in the headlines. This time was with Elon Musk. It all began when Musk streamed Path of Exile 2, flexing a level 95 to 97 hardcore character, Perseverance. Hardcore mode is brutal, death is permanent, so hitting that level is elite. But on January 7th, viewers including Path of Exile 2 Pro, Quinn69, clocked Musk's shaky gameplay and suspected boosting. Someone else leveling his account? A gaming sin. Asmongold jumped in on January 10th with a YouTube video titled "Massive Elon Musk Scandal," saying there's no way Musk did it legit. On January 15th, he challenged Musk to prove it live with a face cam, offering to stream on X for a year if he pulled it off. Musk fired back on January 16th, unfollowing Asmongold on X and posting, "Asmon acts independent but answers to a boss," leaking DMs where Asmongold mentioned his editors splitting ad revenue, a standard setup Musk twisted. He also took a dig on Asmongold's skills, claiming he's good at commentary, not games, and briefly stripped his X verification badge. Asmongold hit back on X. "Leaking my DMs is one thing, but this is uncalled for." Fans defended him with a community note listing his World of Warcraft feats, proving Musk wrong. On stream, Asmongold called Musk insecure, saying the drama hurt Elon's rep more. Musk's character died soon after, leaving his Path of Exile 2 cred in doubt. Leaking DMs as X's owner screamed hypocrisy as it violates X's guidelines. At the end of it, Asmongold came out on top, calling out a billionaire's fake flex while standing for fair gaming. As of February 2025, the writing was on the wall. Asmongold made a tough decision. He officially left OTK and severed ties with the company he had co-founded. The decision wasn't entirely surprising. The moment he was banned on Twitch, we knew this was coming. It was clear that OTK wanted to distance itself from him. Starforge followed soon after, cutting ties and moving forward without him. With his businesses gone, Asmongold's content took a noticeable shift. He started streaming World of Warcraft less, leaning more into reaction content and political takes. Some fans loved it, saying he was evolving. Others hated it, calling it the final nail in his career's coffin. The once undisputed king of MMORPGs was now more known for his opinions than his gameplay. His personal struggles made things even harder. His mother had passed away in 2021, a loss that deeply affected him. He had taken a break back then, but as of 2024, he admitted something even darker, the fact that his life was in shambles. He was burnt out, lost, and unsure of what came next. For the first time, Asmongold wasn't just battling internet controversies, he was battling himself. Asmongold didn't just stream World of Warcraft, he changed how people watched it. His deep knowledge, raw humor, and unfiltered reactions made MMORPGs exciting to millions. Even Blizzard took notice, with his takes influencing game updates and community discussions. He wasn't just a player, he was a voice that mattered. Beyond World of Warcraft, his impact on streaming culture is undeniable. He built a space where fans and developers could connect, breaking the wall between creators and audiences. Whether it was calling out bad game design or hyping up releases, his influence stretched far beyond his own channel. But influence is a double-edged sword. Some argue that the streaming world enabled his most controversial moments. His unfiltered style, once seen as refreshing, sometimes fueled toxic debates. For most people who criticize him, he's the product of a culture that rewards drama and controversy. His fans see it differently. They argue that what you see is what you get. No fake persona, no corporate polish. In an industry where many streamers play it safe, Asmongold never did. That's why he remains one of the most important figures in gaming, despite everything. Looking ahead, 2025 2025 could be a turning point. He's hinted at a shift toward more IRL content, stepping outside the gaming world. Whether that's interviews, travel, or deep dives into new topics, nobody really knows. Asmongold's life has had really high points, really low points, and he's changed a lot as a person along the way. Love him or hate him, he's left a mark on streaming history. What do you think of him? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.